Well, congratulations, pro wrestling. You fucking broke me. It happened because of AEW All Out, the Swerve Strickland. I'm not even gonna call it a match. I don't know what the fuck it was. It was like a horror movie. Gary, you would have loved this goddamn thing. You got to check it out. Other than the fact that it was like 80 minutes and caught in a show that was 19 hours. But we'll get into that in a minute because I have to take a bit of a victory lap here, and it's going to be a really mean one. So let's go back a little bit. I want to remind you all. Well, this is TNA, discuss TNA Impact Wrestling. I'm here with the Gary, the Horror King. He's got to shut up for a minute. Let me remind everyone, I got in touch with the head of Anthem, or one of them, Ed Nordholm, months ago. I don't know, maybe a year at this point. I can't fucking remember. I warned him Scott was having relations with talent, Gisele. Ed Nordholm replied, those are very serious allegations. Can you please email my personal account? I did, and I kind of embarrassed him, like, bro, it's on Instagram. Like, Scott had a picture on, Jill had a picture on Instagram. They're all in pajamas. It's whatever. Gisele has been fired. Headline: Scott was fired whenever. I said many times it was just a matter of time before Gisele. So here's the story according to Dave Meltzer. Total bullshit. Gisele wasn't granted her release. She was fired. That's true. Trey Miguel approached the new owners of the company and blabbed about her being a trans woman, so they let her go. That is 1,000% bullshit. First off, the new owners of the company. When the fuck was that they didn't know the fucking new owners? Anthem has been the owners for how long now? There are no fucking new owners, idiot.
Yeah, they're better part of a
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, just a better part of a decade, Jay. That's
Thank you, a decade. A fucking decade. Okay, so, I mean, listen, they knew. Like, there's pictures of Trey with, Gisele, like, whatever. I can't even, like, it hurts me to think that people could be that stupid to actually believe Meltzer on this. Like, he's just fucking throwing Trey Miguel under a bus when, you know who approached the new woman to the company? Me. I'm the fucking one. And it wasn't about her being a trans woman. It was about Scott, the fucking president of the company, fucking her. And then it turns out the real part of the Gisele story, which comes from Dave Meltzer, she was also accused of sleeping around with some of the talent. I can't confirm nor deny these claims, though. So I'm guessing he can confirm Trey Miguel, which is from the new owners of the company who've been there for a fucking decade, you old piece of shit. Get out of the business. You're wrong about everything. You're a fucking goof. You and your fucking followers. Just as bad as Cokehead Sack, who I have no idea how he still gets to be a thing, but it probably won't be for long. Dave's a piece of shit. That's not why she was let go. Gisele is a piece of shit. She got a job. She barely did any fucking independent wrestling, and she snuck in and fucked everyone backstage while Scott was watching. I mentioned, I don't know, right around the time after this happened, a super VIP who goes to every fucking show. I'm not going to mention a name. You can literally see them at every show. I'm not going to embarrass them. They said, everyone's fucking backstage, bro. I didn't believe him. He said he had a three-way with Sami Callihan and Havoc. I didn't believe it, but now it's like, of course all that shit happened. And here's for the icing on the cake, just to nail it in Meltzer's fucking asshole. Lady Frost left a promotion when Gisele came out as trans to the world, okay? Gary was kind of shocked at this one. I just found this out earlier. So this was, 2-3 years ago? So Lady Frost knew she was trans, but Trey fucking Miguel just found out, and he just approached the quote-unquote new owners? None of that makes any sense, other than the fact that Gisele's a fucking whore who was sleeping around, fucked the boss watched her fuck other talent, and there was kids around and shit. Fucking disgusting. Gary, you got anything on that?
Oh, just well, I know at the time.
Wait, I'm sorry. I got one more. Gisele is the kind of transgender that gives people transphobia. Is that fair? Too much?
No, I do think there is a bit of mystique to all of this because, I don't know how much NBA basketball you ever watched, but obviously you've heard of Magic Johnson, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, he when he contracted HIV, at the time, Moses Malone,
everybody freaked the fuck out.
Not Moses Malone, Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Freaked the fuck out over finding this out, and he wouldn't even bother going to the court. So
I remember I was so confused by that because a lot of people didn't really get HIV, but
Yeah, and we knew nothing about it, and I mean, not everybody is for this new transgender movement.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Just like I'm sure there's a lot of great transgenders out there.
Yeah.
I'm saying this is a bad one. You know what I mean? She was fucking the president.
Yeah,
that's other people in the fucking thing. She's got pictures of her with a little boy, Josh Alexander's kid in pajamas. I mean, great parenting there.
I remember
Josh and fucking sorry,
I don't.
I was gonna make fun of that.
Oh, Jet.
No, Josh's wife, who looks like
Jade.
Crazy hair.
Jade, yeah. Well, I thought even back then when that surfaced, I go, why do I get a feeling this is going to come back to like maybe haunt them just because of
the Frost thing?
No, the picture of them.
Oh yeah.
I just it was kind of creepy.
Dude, everyone in the picture is going to be. Everyone in the picture will be gone soon.
Yeah, and
I mean, obviously Josh is leaving, and his wife's.
I get to spend holidays with these people. You think of them as family, but that's little.
Not when you're the president, you know.
Yeah.
Just put Tony Khan in that picture, and put two other people in the world would freak the fuck out. But also, again, the big thing about Gisele is who wanted to wait in line behind the promoter's girlfriend getting pushed. It wasn't fucking Lady Frost. Maybe that was the reason. Maybe it was twisted as. You know, she hates transgenders. We don't know that. We just know she left the promotion after Gisele came out. Maybe she fucking said, "Oh my god, I'm not gonna wait in line behind the boss's fucking."
And see, this is the problem. This is the problem I would have with transgenders in sports is because deep down they were originally a man. They have the man abilities. You know, they're stronger, likely more faster, stronger. You know, tougher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally.
And I find this is a very big disadvantage to the women, the knockouts as well. I know maybe I'm wrong for saying this, but it doesn't just end here. It goes on. I believe there's a transgender player in college basketball, and people were questioning, how well they were performing in the women's division, and it's like. Yeah, and that's right. It's an unfair advantage regardless of who you want to be, a man or a woman, or you know what I mean? It's a very
but to me it's not even like it's creepy. It's creepy, but the biggest thing to me is she was fucking the president. To me, like everything is on Scott.
Yeah.
Scott letting her around. I mean, who fucking meet and greets with kids and shit? I mean, I'm sorry, it's fucking wrong. They're looking to fuck everything and anyone and everything, which is according to Dave Meltzer. And fuck you, man. Good God. I mean, I do believe half of that, but Trey Miguel not knowing. Anyone out there, Google Trey Miguel and Gisele Shaw. You can see pictures of them, like, on top of each other. Like, they were friends. Like, that makes no sense. Everyone knew she was a fucking... Oh, my God, I'm sorry. I'm going to have a heart attack. Who can't look at her and know she's transgender? Who can't hear her voice and know she's transgender? It took me a few weeks. But, I mean, if you're in the fucking business, like, is there a locker room? Which side does Gisele go on?
Yeah.
Like, of course everyone knew. It's insane to say that they didn't know. Maybe they didn't know a year ago when I got in touch with them and they looked into Gisele more. That might make some sense. But a random fucking thing from Trey Miguel who talked to the new owners, I mean, God, that's so wrong in so many different ways. It's, like, funny to me. But whatever. Dave Meltzer's a fucking idiot. Not surprising at all. Today he's going to spend his entire day talking about a bullshit AEW deal after they pulled off one of the most disgusting matches, the most disgusting match I've ever seen. And I'm not a fucking baby. I don't care. I love ECW. I fucking loved ECW. It was awesome. Shit made sense. I don't think ECW ever had a knife. I don't think they ever had someone with a straight up knife in the ring. Or anyone putting a bag over someone's head. That shit was in what? What movie was that? That awesome fucking movie. Funny Games.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever see the money Funny Games, and I remember, you can look this up. Gary probably knows, like, it was like they won't show that in certain places, or like it's rated something different when there's a bag over the kid's head. So, like, I don't know, man, like that part it really creeped me out because I'm a big fan of that movie, and like I remember reading about it and all, and it's just like when seeing a bag over a fucking guy's head, I don't know. Okay, there was also a syringe shoved into his mouth, and he was injected with something.
Wow.
And then on top of all that, the match, quote unquote match, ended with a unprotected headshot, which that's what most people
they're
not paying attention to all the murder weapons in the ring.
2024 headshots is like
seriously, that was supposed to be dead 10 fucking years ago. Like, what is this idiot doing? Okay, but we do have some good news. We got some new knockouts coming. Gisele and Heather Reckless. Reckless just signed. We've seen her before. She had like a 5-minute match with, I don't think it was actually, did she lose to Gisele last year? That would have been funny. But I hate to do this, but it's a spoiler because it's already been out there. When it was said that Gisele did the favors on her way out, like she's some kind of fucking saint, and she didn't just get fucking fired like a dog. And now, guess where she's going next? Guess where she's going next, everyone? Scott D'Amore's promotion. He's taking that freak right back up there, and the two freaks are going to start their own fucking creepy sex cult wherever it is.
Well, what makes me mad, Jay, is she knew all this stuff was going down, and then what was it? She had that bit of a story with Gail Kim here recently.
Oh, okay, that part, that doesn't make any sense at all. That part makes no fucking sense at all.
Yeah, and then it was kind of a bit of a focal.
That's the only thing that makes me think it's possible they didn't know, because like she was definitely being pushed again at the end. Like, that whole thing just kills my entire story.
Yeah, because I remember you going forth with me on it because you were like, "Oh, I think this means she's finally gone. She's finally gone." And then
I mean, once they then they had the fucking thing where it was like, oh my god, it was like a fucking post-credit scene for like Marvel, like it was like Captain Marvel's returning. Like it was that's exactly the kind of thing it was, and then nothing happened. So if you want to go by the timeline of that, listen, I'm not singing up for Anthem and saying they know a lot of things. They don't. They stepped back and gave Scott D'Amore all the power years ago. Anyone can look that up. It's a fact. They stepped back. Scott was doing so well. So, I mean, I don't know if that was before or after Gisele came in. I'm pretty sure it was after. But
honestly,
Anthem doesn't know a lot of things, man. I'm the one that got in touch. Like, I couldn't make the story up. It's too stupid and boring.
What it is I think Anthem realized they worked so hard to get TNA, the TNA name, positive. You know, make it positive for the masses, and they didn't want something like a manager sleeping with one of the talents and she sleeps her way to the top. I think they were just trying to keep a clean slate. So
okay, but then why was that? What the hell was that Gail thing we were watching then?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were going to give her one last smidgen of a chance.
Jesus, that is a fucking
Oh.
All right, I'm going to spend the rest of my life thinking about that because it doesn't fit any of the stories.
Yeah. No, it was really bad too.
I mean, it does. I guess it would fit Meltzer's story, but like, there's no way. There's just no way.
Yeah.
I don't know. And who's you approaching? Okay, here's the only way it makes sense. It's not the owners. It was the other dude, the new Scott guy.
Oh, that's what they're saying.
No, I'm just trying to.
Oh, you're just trying to.
I'm trying to figure this out. Like that would like there's no new owners, but there is the new guy. You know what I mean?
The revenue officer.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. I don't think.
Yeah, and I don't know how much.
1 second. Sorry. Nope, I'm good. Not having a heart attack. Thanks. Okay.
Speaking of the Steiners.
I mean, oh yeah, I wrote a little article about that, and I said her biggest accomplishment was trying to get Rick Steiner canceled and failing. Which, I mean, even that, look through the Rick Steiner shit, man. She kept saying, I have more to the story. It's coming out. It's coming out. It never came out. Bullshit. But I mean, hey, a transgender lying about something, what a shock. So Zia Lee was from NXT. That rhymes, didn't mean to. We're not 1,000% sure it's her, but like pretty much everyone is saying it's her. They had a vignette on last week's Impact, and they signed Heather Reckless. So Heather has a match with Gisele this week.
Yeah,
Spoiler,
she was seen backstage, and they were plugging it this week, telling that she had newly signed. So,
oh, that's good. That's nice. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to get a lot off my chest there about AEW and the Gisele thing, and
both fair points. I mean, we're the podcast that maybe not everybody likes to hear this side of the wrestling ring, but sometimes you have to get it off your chest. And you said it. I felt like pretty classy. So,
hang on, I just saw something about Rico. Matt Hardy said he's had talks with important people about House Hardy reality show. Ooh, I'd watch that.
Oh yeah, I heard about that reality.
How about on fucking Axis? Idiots.
Yeah,
So, like, I mean, like, it just makes no sense. Like, why have it on that network if nothing else related is?
Yeah, hell, I mean,
that's funny. I typed in TNA Wrestling, and I guess there's a new thing on Google, and it says things to know, reasons for failure. Why did Impact Wrestling fail?
Oh,
it's the first thing on there. What the fuck, Google? That ain't right. So also the Hardys said, so one sec, there was another Hardy thing here. They are very happy with TNA, but there have been some ongoing talk with WWE. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Jeff,
I don't even think
Jesus,
at this
a lot of
point
Hardy shit.
I
Jeff Hardy have creative plans through the rest of 2024 in TNA. That's good.
Yeah, I really don't think they have to do a lot of talking. I think, they'll roll the red carpet if they want to come back, up north. So,
shit, speaking of fatty, also, if you missed it, Scott D'Amore put on about 50 pounds. I could talk about these things now because I put on about 25 in the past year. So he also spoke about the AEW TNA relationship. The idea was to do something with Don and Kenny. Kenny was getting ready to turn heel. Don, I think, has been underrated for his ability. Yeah, he's underrated. Yeah, he's fucking amazing. Don is also part of his new promotion. But again, it's not a promotion. It's a fucking indie promotion. They have one show. People are acting like he booked this thing.
Oh, you got Don Callis.
But of course, sex fiend Don Callis is part of it. The discussions that I were part of is that Kenny is so freaking good. How is he going to be booed? As Dutch Mantel would say, you got to put him with Callis, and that'll give him some heat. Yeah, I don't think that really worked. Looking back, I think there's a lot of positives to the relationship. There's some things I wish we could have tackled differently. You look at what came out of it. Buy rates, even the buys with Christian. People are tied up that Kenny didn't lose the belt. Kenny would have been happy to put over somebody at Impact. It was not what was in the cards. Yeah, all right. Yeah. You're a fucking jerk. You're a fucking loser, and you wouldn't have him. He jobbed out his own title to another promotion. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Kenny, okay, and he just said Kenny would have done it. So what? He didn't have the balls to say, Kenny, do it?
Yeah, and if I remember right, I believe Kenny Omega concussed Rich Swann during that match. So I wonder if there's a lot of sandbagging going on during that. Like, there's no way
that turned people off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Eric Young. I feel like I've read this fucking news 18 times and it never really happens, but Eric Young to host new Access TV series called Vinyl Obsession. That was 4 hours ago from PWI. Shit.
Oh, cool.
Damn. All right. Got a lot of
we must say too that Eric Young has hosted many other shows prior to this.
Yeah, I'll say what. But he's also, I feel like he's hosted things on.
Yeah, look. I think he was on what was that Pursuit channel? I think he had like a fishing show or something, or was that a different network?
Okay, Fightful. The cokeheads at Fightful are actually calling it Zia Lee featured in vignette, so it's definitely her. I guess it's like. I mean, it looks like her. Everyone's saying it's her. Her real name is Jia Zhao. Oh. And I'm thinking, can she still use Zia Lee because of their relationship with WWE? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Why wouldn't they make that part of it?
I mean, shit, they had a former Hall of Fame, well, not former, Hall of Famer and JBL show up on their pay-per-view. So
Jesus Christ, we totally forgot about that.
You know what I mean?
We didn't even mention that. I remember right as we recorded, I think somebody like wrote a comment or something about that. And I was like, oh my God, we totally forgot that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, talking about like good things. I mean, JBL, that's fucking interesting as hell. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with. I have no idea what's going to happen with that. Steph DeLander is contracted through the end of 2024. I hope they re-sign her and put her in some goddamn matches. You know what I mean?
And low-cut tops, right, Jay?
Oh, you are disgusting, but yes, I totally agree. But it's like you don't have that many knockouts. Like, Jesus Christ, use them. It's like so frustrating, you know? Also, I think we've been saying it for a while, but I could have sworn someone else recently said it, and it got me so happy. I'm blanking on her name. I love her. Aces. Gia Miller. Oh yeah. Somebody said like Gia should be wrestling, and I was like, fuck yeah. Like totally. She's so goddamn good. She's great in the indies. You need knockouts. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, unless she's against, like, I don't know, trying to tie one on in the ring, maybe like risking injury, and she's happy what she's doing. I don't know other than that.
Yeah. Here's a quick intro to this week's show, thanks to Christian Thompson. The opening video focused on emergence. It was a good show, but lacked some booking awareness, such as having the heel challenger chasing a 2-0 deficit. Totally agree. I gave that match 3 stars as the best of the night, but felt it should have been better. Yep. And they started off we're in Louisville, Kentucky with the System Reboot. Now, you know me. I just love things like this. You know what I mean? I love when people come out and talk in the ring. It makes them feel like a huge deal. I've said it all the time. And it's happened so much more since we've been talking about it on here. So thank you for listening, whoever. You know what I mean? Like, how many times would they start off with a match? Like 20 fucking weeks in a row?
Yeah.
Like, let AEW do that, you know? Like, there's a reason people watch WWE. It's got, like, a fucking schedule. You know someone's going to usually come out talking at the beginning of the show. It'll probably be that person will be important later in the show. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a working thing, you know? Like, why not follow it? Fucking, I mean, it is what it is. Like, if people loved wrestling, AEW would have a zillion fans and not 200,000 or whatever watching fucking the latest Rampage, which is, I think, like you said, I don't even know, below everything from TNA, except for maybe, I think Axis did what, 250 or something when they started?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 280?
And then it starts to gradually plummet.
But you can do but look, it's the same with every fucking AEW show. I was looking at like the years, and since Punk left, it's just an insane fucking slide. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing happened when they went up a little bit. It's just down, 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 down.
Well, and to me, it looked like too when New Japan was on there, was dragging their.
Nobody cared.
Too, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
nobody cared. That I think I wrote about that.
The people we don't give a shit about.
I think I don't know if we talked about this last week but supposedly part of the whole WWE working with TNA thing is like a shot at AEW with their fucking what's it called, whatever door.
Oh, Forbidden Door.
Yeah, like somebody said, I forget the report, but it was like you just said. Not many people give a fuck about New Japan. If they did, New Japan on Access would get great ratings. Nobody talks about New Japan on Access.
Yeah, and I would think it would actually beat.
It would help TNA. You know what I mean? Exactly. Yeah. They would help. If anyone cared about New Japan, it would help TNA. So that's the predicament AEW fans find themselves in. What do they have to point at to say that anyone gives a fuck about New Japan? Nothing. They don't sell when they come to the United States. They don't sell out shows. Like, there's nothing to say. Like, that fucking bubble has been bursted. It worked years ago. We all fucking bowed before New Japan. Like, they were the greatest thing ever. Guess what? They're not. TNA is bigger in the United States, and NXT is proving that. Look at their ratings. I think they've been beating Dynamite. If not, they've been crushing all of their other shows, but I'm pretty sure they've been beating Dynamite also. And if not, they're close to beating Dynamite. And look at fucking Dynamite. Look at the money they spent on that roster. Compare that to NXT. It's probably fucking what? Hundreds of millions of dollars to $1 million, $2 million.
And to be fair, TNA in their encounter with New Japan, a lot of times they were taking the loss, whereas
exactly.
AEW wins like 90% of their encounters.
Yeah. You know, I think that also put like that. That's something that we should have noticed. Like once AEW started winning all the matches, maybe New Japan's not as fucking godlike as everyone thought they were.
Yeah,
but they have lost Okada, who is now Leslie Jones for AEW. You don't know who Leslie Jones is? She's a big, tall black woman who just yells "bitch" all the time, and that's pretty much her character. And that's Okada's character. He says the word "bitch" all the time.
Oh my God!
This is serious, Gary. This is not a joke.
For real?
Yes, this is the same Okada who people literally spent a decade crying about because Dixie Carter put him out in a fucking whatever it was.
The Rainmaker stuff was so majestic. Why didn't they follow?
Oh my God, dude, he's a comedy guy. He's a mid-card champion comedy character. It's unbelievable. They don't have. He has no idea how to book. I mean, look at Omega. Omega was booked like God in TNA. That's how fucking Okada should have been booked in fucking AEW. Instead, he's a fucking goof.
Well, and then TNA got making him like a Kato or whatever, and I mean that's hell better than what he's getting.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, a billion times better.
What do you mean?
Literally, I swear to God, like people are like, "Oh my God, wait for it. He's gonna say it. He's gonna say bitch." That's his thing. He says the word bitch. Like I wish this was a lie. It's
So they're basically giving him the Funaki treatment without being.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like one word. Yeah. But also, take a shit. He uses the thing where he holds it to his throat, and then they make like jokes. So I mean, they're just racist. It just hit me. They are racist.
And make me solidify why I don't.
Oh my God! I swear to God, that might have been the last AEW thing I ever watched in my. I was so turned off, and like I didn't even get to the ending of the match, so I missed the headshot. I just turned it off. I'm like, why am I watching something that I hate so much? Like whatever. I think I'm really done with them. So sorry everyone. Back to TNA. The system came out. Fun promo to begin with. JDC and Moose would be if they won their match in the main event, JDC will become an official system member, and if they lose, JDC is out. I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
I would have just thrown him out. I mean, I don't know, but I guess this is kind of fun. Jody Threat came out with Luna, said they get one last shot to Knockouts titles, and if they lose, Spitfire will break up. I mean, why would you? Who makes that?
Oh yeah, and they did mention in a graphic that matchup was going to get victory.
But like, who says that? We're gonna if we lose, we'll break up. Like, no, like you wait for them to say that part. How about guess what, assholes? There's no other tag team, so we're facing you.
Yeah, what other choice?
I dare Santino even is Santino there? I don't remember seeing Santino the last few weeks.
Well, there has to be some like something lined up with Santino going on there because like his daughter showed up on this week's show.
Yeah, well, I was thinking like he should have popped in here and made this, like.
What did she said something like she's I can't remember the word she used to kind of
Ariana Grace.
Yeah, she had mentioned something about being the liaison for.
Yeah, she even tweeted about it
in TNA. So
yeah,
which is kind of cool. I wonder if there's gonna be some chicanery from her.
It's so crazy to me, man. Like I don't know how old she is, but like it's so crazy that like we watched her on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the Twitch thing. Like I think she was like what? Fucking high school.
Time goes by fast, Jay. Trust me, I'm 53.
Like, it's so insane, man. Like she's in high school now. She's a fucking NXT star. Like it's crazy. We probably should have mentioned some NXT shit, but we'll get to that after. Okay, sorry. Let's go through this. So, sorry. There's a lot in that opening segment, and the crowd reaction to the system is still strong. Yeah, kind of surprised about that. I don't know. I think they need to win more, or this should be like the downfall of the system where they're getting booed and stuff, but people are still with them, so that's kind of cool. Eric Young promo, short and sweet. Turn Young heel and make him interesting again. Thank you. God, I wish. That's Thompson. Sorry. There was a recap of. Okay, that's a good question. Recap of Emergence with JBL showed up. I wonder when the follow-up will be. Jesus, yeah. I totally thought that would be on the first show, which was this one, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he's coming back because at the pay-per-view at Emergence, he stood next to Nick Nemeth after the match with Josh Alexander, and he whispered something into his ear. So
yeah, like I don't know.
Stay tuned.
How do you not follow up on that the next week? Or is that going to be the next Gisele fucking?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that going to be the next Gisele Gale thing?
I would not be surprised if he doesn't show up again at Victory Road. Maybe
I think it'd be kind of funny if they just did things that they never followed up, just to get people complaining.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kushida versus Laredo Kid, and good God, this was called an X Division Showcase, which made it to me even angrier. And yeah, Christian, thank you for the words that right out of my mouth. Kushida is so wasted in TNA at this point. I mean, yeah, I think he's also gone. Like, he has to leave. And if he does, who fucking cares, man? He could be the greatest wrestler in the world. He comes off like Diener. Nobody gives a shit. And then you have Josh Alexander destroy these two fucking guys? Why? Out of all the people, this could have been a fucking Hotch versus someone match. Have Josh destroy them. Like, I feel like whenever they do this shit, it's at the expense of the X Division.
Oh, yeah, and, like, I don't know. I feel like it's a big mess with Kushida because, like,
huge. Jesus.
We signed him We signed him with the, kind of they hint guy at one point. He was a like top contender for the world title. Now I don't even know if he's top contender for the mid card titles.
Probably a Scott guy.
More than likely, yeah. Well, as in this show too, it reflected with Jake something eating another pin this week. So
Jesus,
maybe
get him off the fucking. All right, we'll get to that in a minute. Sorry. Again, Christian, man, so goddamn good. TJRWrestling.net. That was stupid. This is how they should have booked Alexander a month ago. I totally agree. It's like it's too late. Like he already lost his match against. You know what I mean? Like if he was going around just killing people, you know what I mean, before the match against fucking what's his name here.
yeah.
It would have been a much bigger deal. So then they gave. Oh shit, sorry, my bad. Then Santino came out. I'm just okay. Yeah, I was wondering where he was in the beginning. Okay, yeah. So Santino made the match with Kushida and Josh. I don't know why he didn't come out for the opening match. Maybe this that might turn to something. Like his daughter shows up, like you can't handle his dad. I'll take over the fucking knockout.
I think that's why I lost him in the shuffle this week, because there was so much. Seemed like there was a lot of segments and segues and whatnot going on this week. Not that that's a bad thing. And I noticed 411 gave this a 7.
See, I liked how it. See, I'm not sure what Thompson gave it yet, but I liked how it went into one thing went into another. Like Josh kicking ass.
Yeah.
Went into Santino making a match versus Kushida. 6 minutes. They didn't humiliate Kushida.
No.
And, that was good. It was a good match. Heel Josh gets to look good, but it's too late. He already lost the fucking. He lost the champion. He's not getting another title shot. It wouldn't make sense. Like, in a few months, maybe.
When you see a graphic where he's going to Maple Leaf Wrestling too, and it's like, how much are you really gonna push Josh?
Oh yeah, no, that's true. No, that's true.
No.
That's why I do think there's something like they're doing it wrong on purpose, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
like
do.
They're making it come off wrong on.
Yeah.
So Jordan Grace open challenge for the 18th straight week. What in the fuck, man? Creative is so bad that Grace is reduced to open challenges rather than a feud. Yeah, Thompson, but who the hell is she going to feud with at this point? Like, I totally agree, but who is?
Yeah, it's like.
Fuck? I mean, I really thought Rose.
Yeah, it's like. What's that?
I thought she would feud with Rosemary, but then Rosemary goes over to NXT and lost back-to-back matches.
Oh, she had challenged her the week before.
Like that's another thing. Like NXT is like if NXT calls, they gotta fucking maybe change shit. So I don't know, but I don't mind this. I just wish it was like I don't know, like a Jordan Grace Open NXT challenge or something.
Yeah,
I mean, like so people know it's an NXT person. Like that would get maybe some eyes on it instead of just another fucking Jordan Grace Open challenge that's answered by Ash for the 18th time or Gisele.
I think Jay, this is gonna lead to something. Maybe this
is
what
totally
get Tessa.
It has to. It has.
What's bigger than that?
Nothing. I would lose them all. Like I mean, like she beats everyone. Like Jordan, I'm picturing Jordan's kind of like a Hollywood Hulk Hogan kind of thing, where she's like kind of she's beat everyone, so she's a little cocky, and she makes the challenge at Bound for Glory. Like, listen, I beat everyone. I don't know who's left, and then fucking Tessa comes out, and it's like, you know what I mean? And Tessa's so good. They can feud for 6 months, or Tessa could beat her if Jordan is leaving to go to WWE, which I don't think, but a lot of people are saying that she is. Tessa can carry the fucking knockouts the same way Jordan did. Maybe better because she has more open feuds.
One of the storylines I would have considered doing, I would have threw a lot of money at Camille. I would have liked to see
me too.
And Camille, just because they're two shapely fit women, and I don't know.
She's getting paid a lot of money to stand next to Mercedes, so I think she made the right choice. So yeah, Ariana Grace came out here, very cool. I mean, again, she's just so crazy to me. She's like a big star in WWE. When I watched her with like 200 people on Impact on Twitch or whatever it was. Grace introduced Carmen Petrovic, who I think we mentioned this. Big fan of hers because I was a Drazen Petrovic fan, and that's who she made her name after. So yeah, Petrovic got the loss here. I mean, pretty obvious. Jordan's not losing his title anytime soon, and not on a taped TNA match. But Petrovic looked good, and again, look at everyone. Is there any NXT girl that isn't like gorgeous and very good at wrestling?
I'm just gonna say she is pretty hot.
It's insane. It's like they have like a fucking robots popping out. So after the match, the lights went out. Grace was in a pillow was seen next to her in the ring. I guess that's a Wendy Chu reference, according to Thompson.
Oh yeah, this is the part of the show. Somebody was saying that the production was pretty bad, like with Rosemary with rafters.
Or it could have been the Zia Lee thing.
Yeah,
I mean, like they don't have like the old. I don't know what WCW did, like how they made Sting so bright in the rafters, but like you just see like darkness pretty much. See, I'm not sure what the pillow is. I don't know if that's fucking Reckless.
Yeah, I
don't
don't
know
know.
if that's Lee. I don't know if that's. I mean, I guess Wendy Chu does make sense. She's who. Wendy Chu is like. I don't want to say she's a much worse version of Rosemary, but kind of. But she's the Rosemary at NXT, and Rosemary now works for the Wendy Chu character. Get it? So she's like a henchman for Wendy Chu.
Oh, okay.
She's lost two. She's 0 for 2 in matches, Rosemary, which is just amazing to me, man. She just can't win matches, and like, why bring her there if she's not winning? But again, I don't know. I don't know about Wendy Chu's whole gimmick. I don't know if she's like. She used to be a super face, so now she's like evil. So I guess it's kind of like what Allie did. But I don't know if it's over. I don't know if anyone cares. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if Wendy Chu shows up, like, I don't know if anyone's gonna give a shit, but whatever, we'll see. ABC had a thing. Don't know what's going on with that. Probably gonna be a while. There'll be champs for a while. I mean, I don't. Again, there's not many fucking divisions or whatever, you know.
Well, somebody was mentioning today. I was reading some comments on Asylum, and they were saying that ABC's kind of gotten stale.
Yeah. Oh no, I think it's been stale for a while.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know if that was just that one.
I feel like they're like the Rascals were before this WWE shit happened, and them winning the title and like everything else. I thought the Rascals. I thought they both were like they would just be wrestling each other. And there's something really interesting about it.
Well, that's what
they faked. They almost broke up. Like it's just I don't know. It's like the same shit they're doing with friggin' the girls, Spitfire. It's just laziness.
I think once they ditched the Bullet Club, that was a huge void at build, and I think they really haven't really given them any really meaningful feuds because now the good.
Who is there? That's another one.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think they beat the No Ketchup Club from NXT or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zach Wentz got to talk in the ring again. Love it. Just I say it all the time. Makes people look huge. They never did it. TNA never did this. They did it maybe like once every 6 months. Now they're doing it a lot, and whatever. Zach Wentz and Bailey versus the Good Hands after that. How about that, Gary? Our Good Hands are back.
Yeah. I know people put Skyler down, saying he's out of shape, but I think he more than makes up for it, like putting the fans in attendance down. I think
also give him a break, people. He's sitting back there for like months, waiting for them to say, "Yeah, you got a match tonight."
But I mean, they're putting him down, but they don't put Trent Seven down.
Oh yeah, no, super weird. Yeah, you can't pick and choose. Get the hell out of here. Also, whatever. I like the fucking Good Hands. They have personalities. Trent Seven, I have no idea what he is. But Hotch and we like these guys for a while. They do a solid job as a tag team and whatever. I want to see more of them. They're a goddamn tag team. Let them and like the women need a group like this. You know what I mean? Like kind of like jobbers that like I don't know.
But again,
can do the job.
But they took with him Jason Hotch at Emergence. They didn't give him anything, and he up, a victory to qualify. And again, why not put it on him for a little?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a joke what they're doing with the Good Hands. Like the Good Hands show up, they could literally anything can happen. They can win the match. They could lose in a second. They can fucking lose it. I think they lost a 2-on-1 against Josh or something. Or PCO.
They could get by a knockout.
Okay, and then sorry, more. Okay. So then we get NXT highlight. Now this is what I feel like I feel like a lot of TNA fans don't like NXT and they just don't give a shit. But they had highlights from them working together. They had highlights from Rosemary and Wendy Chu, and it's like I don't know how people aren't like watching this. Like I'm watching NXT and I'm watching TNA. You know what I mean? Like they're getting me to watch both, and I don't know why it's not like that with more people. Like
I wonder if it's a lot of old school people that really don't watch a lot of like especially NXT, and they don't really know who the hell they are. Maybe.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of assholes, what did you say? Old school? Sorry, they said assholes. Joker, Joe Keefe, I believe, from TNA or TNI, whatever the fuck, TNI UK. I happened to notice he was one of the many fans, literally metaphorically blowing Gisele after her goodbye tweet. Gisele, you broke down barriers. You changed the world, Gisele. Like, oh. I wonder if people actually believe what they're saying, like, or is it just like wrestling stuff? Like, does he just want like a fucking, you know what I mean? Does he want
I don't really know what, well, you know what his
interview or?
I don't really know what his.
Sorry, to be fair, he does retweet a lot of trans and gay stuff. Not that anything is wrong with that, but you know, probably what he is. A lot of TNI people, a lot of those TNI guys are. Whatever. Go ahead.
Oh, just I don't know. Maybe that that's his take on it, but I feel like that's the go-to thing in this politically correct society. Like, if you are going to say your real opinion, people are going to bash you. They're they're going to put you down. They're going to say you're a hater. And it was there's been different. I mean, heck, I've been told I was called a pedophile before.
People say literally anything.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just so stupid to label something, and then when somebody questions your sexuality, it's like it's a big thing where they like try to make it about them, like they're the only one that's going through this. Like, I'm sure a lot of people in the world go through a lot of hate and whatnot, but you're kind of setting yourself up when you're in the wrestling world, because there's a lot of old school mentality people watching the show. A lot of people still aren't in support of that community, and if you can't handle that, then
totally. And if you're not, it's not like fucking you deserve to go to jail or something. You know what I mean? Like, people don't like certain things, and there's old people and there's all kinds of whatever. But sorry, this reminded me of, I'm trying to find the Johnny Depp where he has such an amazing fucking quote.
Some of these people are getting uptight about something that's already scripted.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. It's not like it's
insane.
NFL football
and like I'm telling you, so much has happened between, like, I don't know, just everything, like with the SAP stuff, literally sending people to my fucking house, people showing up in my apartment because he gave my address out. Like, there's so many fucking crazy people and craziness and disgustingness in wrestling. Like, I don't know. I thought about it, and I'm kind of taking a step back. Like, we'll keep doing the podcast, and other than that, like, I don't know. I can't write about wrestling. I'm just like, everything would just be miserable, and I can't be that person that just writes hate every day. You know what I mean? I just don't want to hate everything. But back to your thing, quick. Johnny Depp had an amazing. When the hell was this? Well, it doesn't matter when it was. He was asked about being boycotted by Hollywood, and he was like, "I don't care." He's like, "Probably." I couldn't spell the right thing. Sorry, but hang on. Let me see if it's.
Well, a lot of people were very unfair.
So he was like, take that much. Like, he didn't mention his money or anything, but he's like, "I don't need Hollywood," and he's like, "Hollywood has these people who are so afraid, and they're just terrified all the time because they have to say the right thing, and they want to be honest so bad, but they can't be honest because of the world we live in." And it was just like, whatever. It was just look it up. Johnny Depp fucking talking about why he doesn't need Hollywood. It was absolutely incredible. But it was like about the world, Like, you don't have to stop fucking playing a character for everyone else. Like, be yourself, whatever the fuck it means. Like, you'll feel better.
Yeah. Sorry, my son popped in for a quick minute. I don't know what he was trying to say.
He was here last week, so he came back for this week. I got nothing wrong with that. That is just kind of like JBL not popping up. There's probably people out there who are big fans of your kid and like, where is he this week? All right, so Steph DeLander speaks. Matt Cardona comes out. I don't like this, and this feels a little, I don't know, creepy. No, I don't know.
Well, I guess it couldn't be any better timing with like Beetlejuice now in theaters. A little plug there, just because she kind of comes off like Lydia Dietz, and I don't know, but
you didn't see it. Did you see that yet?
No, it is out there. I'm not gonna say how.
Shit. Okay.
It is out.
I know that. Okay. So yeah, Cardona said he was sorry. Blah blah blah. I mean, this whole thing is just weird because it's like, I don't know, like they didn't really come in together. You know what I mean? Like, she came in as Steph DeLander. Like, unless you remember from years ago when they were together, and That shouldn't be a thing. You shouldn't have to go back to years of.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe it's because I don't like Cardona. I don't know.
Well, and I can't believe they're kind of getting away with this right now in 2024 because he's basically saying she is his intellectual property.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like that's a bit much.
What I mean? Like, it's
especially,
wow.
especially when you have stuff back. Especially when you have stuff like Scott might have actually had a thing like that.
Yeah,
So,
it's like it's all shit, but like I don't know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And Christian's with us. That wasn't very interesting, and hasn't been much progression here over the last few weeks. Thank you. Hardy's backstage, talk about the system. They want to show everyone they're the greatest of all time. Good question. Can Matt just snap out of being broken anytime he wants, or is he just being lazy? I totally agree, Christian. Mention that recently. I don't like it. Pick one.
No, I don't like it either, but he has done this. I think he did it early on in AEW. I did watch bits of it.
Well, that is not canon to us.
Yeah. And I do think he has popped in and out of that character in TNA. And then that's when I thought they introduced Willow's Way.
Yeah. I don't mind it that much. I don't know. I love.
Yeah, I don't.
I love the broken. I mean, I love the broken shit, but
they love the broken stuff. The fan base, you can tell.
But the fans also love fucking the Hardys, so like I don't know.
Yeah, they're also confused when he's not broken mad. I think. Too.
Yeah, but they're so fucking over. I mean, look at their numbers.
Oh yeah.
Like the Hardys are definitely not their problem. So.
Oh, and then I like what they did this week on the show with them, though. They kept. Remember, we kind of said, "Geez, when they're going to get a win?" And Matt was kind of like, he goes, "We don't want to be known as a tag team that was once great. We want to be known as a team always great."
You know? I like that because that's what WWE did to them.
Yeah.
Come back and hey, these guys were good, but now they're going to lose every fucking match.
But I mean, it
Young
kind of
lost
felt
to
like
Jake something, and why was this match a thing?
Oh, I know.
And 4 minutes. I mean, again, this is the same Jake something who they were pushing like a foot. They pushed Jake something like a lunatic.
I think the only reason why it became a thing, Jay, is because it was to make Jake something a heel.
Yeah, turn. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Again, I like it a lot, and I asked for it, but it feels a little weird that him and Josh are heels. Like they kind of got the two big monster guys are heels now, and I don't know. I wish he was the one big heel instead of Josh, I guess is my point. But whatever. Better than nothing, you know. Something is better than nothing, if that makes sense. Joe Hendry interviewed. He said he has talking about coming up short. So if you missed it, Joe Hendry lost his match at NXT No Mercy. But amazingly, and I think we mentioned this, fucking Zach Wentz won, which totally crazy. Still can't believe it. It was I'm curious what this is. It was an ad for Heather Reckless, and she faces Gisele next week. Reckless gave a quick promo with Gia. Ash and Iceman said that Gia should stop wasting her time with nobodies. Iceman said if Heather wants to make it, she should be like Ash. Gisele came in. Heather might even be smaller than Zia Brookside. It's funny, I saw that. I think she's 4'9" actually.
Yeah, she's really tiny. And then
Shaw called Iceman and Ash dumb and dumbest. I think Shaw was wearing an apron.
Well,
she wrote analysis. That was awful. I hope no women outside of TNA watch this.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if people out there tonight have noticed, like Iceman's always calling Ash by Elegance opponents the women toots.
Oh yeah, stuff like that.
I mean, very 50s reference.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like he's like a 50s character or whatever, so like that's not that bad. But yeah, I hate everything about that character and his division. Good lord, seriously, like. And I think the problem is Gail has more power elsewhere.
Yeah,
so like maybe they need someone to just focus on just the fucking Knockouts division.
Yeah.
So then we get the System versus Hendry and Santana, which I don't know. I don't like. Something's with Santana, man. I don't know. He just doesn't feel right. Shockingly, the System won. I thought they were going to drop JDC here.
Well, somebody said they think that maybe Moose gets the title off Nick Nemeth, Victory Road.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna lose at Victory Road, especially after beating Josh at a big one. Like I don't think he's losing until. I think they're gonna do face versus face, or JBL is gonna make.
That's a good point.
A heel before Bound for Glory, so Joe can be the face.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense too. But like But I'm thinking that's not really overly true, like that he's going to get the title off Nemeth, because they did mention this week that Nemeth has a losing record against Moose in either singles competition or.
Well, my question is, how many world title changes have happened on non-major shows?
Yeah.
Fans, you can look that up. I'm pretty sure it's not many.
Yeah.
Like, it's always like Bound for Glory, Slammiversary, and that's how it should be.
Yep.
But they should do like, I guess they can't do title changes, like a big title change because it's taped. Whatever. Nemeth did a promo. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, now he said the system won. About 10 minutes, kind of long, but whatever.
Yeah.
Check out AEW. Average 78-minute match time.
Yeah.
So Nemeth talked about, oh, you're right. You just talked about the Nemeth Moose part.
Yeah.
They got that match for Victory Road. How exactly did Moose get it?
Oh,
do we know that? How did Moose get a title shot?
Oh, I believe he did he reenact his rematch clause?
Could have sworn he used that already. Okay.
Oh, maybe he did. I'm not sure.
Okay, so Mick Nemeth was watching the show on his phone, I think. Did I miss this? I think I shut it off after the match. He addressed Moose and said, Thompson said Nemeth was watching the show on his phone, I think. He addressed Moose and said all he wanted to do since he got to TNA was fight the best. Yeah, the best. Nemeth said he will beat Moose for the first time. Okay, you're right. So that's where the whole him having a bad record against Moose comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is he, 0-2 maybe?
Yeah, I believe he lost. I think he straight up lost to a member when he was going for Moose's title, and it kind of felt like the time. I don't know if you remember Ron Simmons, WCW. They booked him to. They give him a lot of momentum going against Lex Luger, and I know a lot of people out there thought they were going to pull the trigger on Ron Simmons beating Lex Luger, and then they ended up letting Lex Luger retain. And that's what it felt very much with me with that match between Moose and Nemeth.
The thing about Moose is like he always, I don't know, like he's the only person they're really protecting, I think, right now that isn't a champion.
One, and to be fair, he's pretty much the most loyal as well.
One of the few who did not put up the "I'm a pussy" emoji after Scott left.
Oh yeah, good point.
Another thing Josh did. Everyone talks about him being a leader and all. Yeah, that's what leaders do. They threaten ownership. How'd that work out for all of you?
Yeah.
So we got for Victory Road, Nemeth Moose, ABC versus the System. I feel like these are the same fucking. Like I feel like ABC versus the System. Like you can put that for the next that was the last 3 months. Like, are there no other fucking tag teams? Jesus. The Militia versus Spitfire. I mean, I like Spitfire, but I don't know. I don't know what to root for there. You can go with Alicia's injury, I guess. You know what I mean? That's why they lose.
Oh yeah, Victory Road. Yeah.
I mean, you can't pick up Spitfire. There's no teams left. There's one team. So sorry for the spoiler, everyone. Spitfire is the new World Tag Team Champion. Oh my god. Oh wait, that's this weekend?
Oh, this Friday. And then they announced ABC will be facing System in a tag championship along with.
Yeah, we talked about this before. What the fuck is with the schedule, man? We just did one show between specials. Before this, we did 8. Super weird. Okay.
We're finally going to get Joe Hendry against a walking weapon, though. So
yeah, next week. Yeah. Oh, sorry, not next week. Yeah, no, this week, this Friday.
Yeah.
Jesus, I cannot believe Emergence and Victory Road happened so close together. That is fucking. That's crazy. I mean, they have to fix that.
That's happened a lot this year. It feels like the scheduling's a little off or something.
I feel like we've had a time where we've had 2 weeks, but not 1 week where we just did one show. Like, we're gonna review one show between specials. I don't remember doing that.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of.
But also, we got to get the hell out of here because we're catching up to an hour.
Oh shit!
Alrighty, guess we'll be back for Victory Road, and check out Gary's shit. He's made I don't know what he's doing. I think he's got some system going on where he's making a ton of money, making nonstop videos all the time. But we'll talk about that off the air. Have a good one, everyone.
See you later.